Hi, I'm Rachel Mellon.
And I'm Heather Corder with the Poly Post this week.
Cal Poly Pomona has been on the Corder system since it opened its campus in 1938. Cal State universities have all agreed to implement the semester systems on every campus in order to allow students to be on the same schedule and for them to have more time with their academics. Instead of having 4 quarters a year, Cal Poly will have 2 15-week-long semesters. This allows professors more time to teach their material to the students instead of being rushed. Cal Poly is one of the last universities to implement the change and is not expecting to undergo the change until fall of 2017. To find out more about this story, check out this quarter's final issue of the Poly Post.
Cal Poly Pomona students and several campus organizations got together for the benefit of charity last week. In support of Make-A-Wish Foundation, the Bronco Athletic Association hosted Blindfold Dodgeball, a new take on the children's game. The competition took place in the soccer fields behind Kellogg Gym. Teams consisted of 5 to 6 players each. 4 team members played in each round, with 3 of them being blindfolded, and the 4th team member, who was not blindfolded, guided their teammates throughout the game. It was an all-day event with semifinals held during the halftime of the women's basketball game, and the finals took place during halftime of the men's basketball game. The eventual winning team consisted of members from both men and women's soccer teams. Read more about this tournament in Troy Platt's story of the Poly Post.
On November 7th, Bradford Tidwell, a Cal Poly student, performed in the library with a jazz band. The event featured the debut of his very own song, I Will Protect You. Tidwell started off as an engineering student until he later realized his love for music and switched his major. Tidwell struggled continuing his schooling because he lived in Inglewood.
Living in Inglewood, living in LA, it's tough. It was tough because I didn't have a car. And so it was a bus commute. And it was every day sometimes. I would like to write for film, and those are some of my long-term goals. And looking forward to going to grad school.
Tidwell has followed his dreams and continues to write songs and perform with the Cal Poly Pomona Jazz Band. To find out more about Tidwell's story, check out this week's Poly Post and be sure to watch our video profile of Tidwell available online at youtube.com/thepolypostonline.
Cal Poly Pomona's athletic club, the Herd, hosted tryouts for the next Billy Bronco on November 19th and 20th. Each contestant was judged on their overall ability to entertain a crowd. Contestants were asked to dance to pop music, show their reaction and emotion during exciting plays or bad calls during a game, and give examples of how they would interact with and pump up a crowd. A high energy level and the ability to have fun and become Billy was vital at the tryouts, and give examples of how they would interact with and pump up a crowd. A high energy level and the ability to have fun and become Billy was vital at the tryouts. The names of the winners have not yet been released, but each winner will make their appearances starting with games during winter quarter.
Cal Poly Pomona will have a 2-day celebration of its homecoming on February 7th from 5 p.m. until 10 p.m. and all day on February 8th. The Bronco Student Center will serve as the stage of the event with a fire and ice celebration. Activities will include a bonfire, pep rally, a Through the Decades of fashion show, student club food sales, club fair games, campus recreation sports, a movie sing-along, a photo booth, and ice skating. Pick up this week's Poly Post to find out more.
And this week in sports, the Cal Poly Pomona women's basketball team secured a big 69-41 win over Cal State San Bernardino Tuesday at the Kellogg Gym. Junior forward Ashley Levitt scored 11 points in Tuesday's win, joining Jada Blackwell 16 points and Ariel Marsh 11 in double figures. The Broncos also had their 3rd straight victory Saturday with an 88-81 match against Merrimack. Ariel Marsh was chosen as the CCAA Player of the Week this week, and the Broncos now have a 4-1 overall record. Men's basketball dealt with the 62-53 defeat Tuesday in their season opener against CSU San Bernardino. They now have a 2-3 overall record. I'm Heather Corder.
And I'm Rachel Mellon. We'll see you next time.